Now, you may be familiar with Fincastle in Bluefield, Virginia, whether for its golf course or its restaurant. However, if you're new to the area, you might not know that the facility used to be privately owned before being sold to the town of Bluefield, Virginia 5 years ago this year. Our Clayton McChesney spoke with the Town and Fincastle leadership to see how the past half-decade has treated this facility.
In July of 2019, it was announced that what was then known as Fincastle on the Mountain would be sold to the town of Bluefield, Virginia, with funding support from the Schott Foundation. Then in October, more than 400 acres of land and the amenities on it went from privately owned to town government owned, something Fincastle's general manager considers an investment in the community.
They invested the money not only into a golf course, but the property itself, and then you have a restaurant and a bar and a swimming pool and pickleball and tennis courts. So it's just like part of the recreation department that it's able to provide a service to the people of Bluefield, Virginia.
O'Neill says much of Fincastle was renovated in the years following, with improvements made to both the restaurant and golf course, and saw additions like pickleball courts. The town manager of Bluefield, Virginia says the COVID pandemic around that time would have made things worse for Fincastle, and it's likely the golf course would have closed if the town had not stepped in.
I think one of the main pillars that a town municipality like ours has is recreation and welfare. It's not a foreign concept for parks, recreation activities, and really a golf course falls into that.
Hansen says while it's not uncommon for a municipality to own a golf course, a town government running a restaurant is a little more unusual. However, he says the time and resources invested in running this place is worth it, with the payoff going beyond recreation.
And all of that money is re-injected into the town and spent here, and we think it's a great investment, not just by having this as a recreational item, but then all of the job opportunities we offer and the money that gets recirculated into the economy.
Both Hansen and O'Neill consider the purchase to be a continued success for the town, and add that Fincastle may become a model for other municipalities looking for ways to invest in their own communities. Here for you in Bluefield, Virginia, I'm Clayton McChesney, WVBA News.
Thank you, Clayton. O'Neill says Fincastle has had complete support from the town government and says this transition to public ownership will be a big adjustment for them. Now,